G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is an instigating lever action rifle that critical is doing plus 50% damage and 90% reduced weight major and minor legendary effects respectively. I actually picked this up from a player vendor not too long ago for like 1250 caps. 1250 caps, that's a bug, and that is a steal, so lucky me, right? So, the lever action rifle is a very powerful, it's one of the best ballistic weapons in the game, only held back by its relatively low ammo capacity, which you can get on a hunting rifle if you use a perforating mag, but again, you don't get that extra armor penetration because there's no magazine actually in there, but we've got tank killer for armor penetration, so we'll be right. Anyways, hardened receiver doing 93 damage, and we've gone with the aligned long barrel in stock because supposedly they actually make your AP go down less as you fire in VATS. It makes it a little bit more efficient, but I haven't really seen any concrete evidence of this, so data miners, please chime in. And medium scope for sniping. This thing does fire 45s though. I was thinking to myself before this thing would actually make a lot of sense firing the 44s. It would actually justify the massive damage output that you could possibly have with it. But anyways, let's stop piss farting around and chuck on some perks, which don't include Commando, because that would do sweet nothing. And I just chucked on Exterminator. Stand by. There's a rifleman here and another rifleman there. And of course I'm going to be using Bloody Mess because why not, eh? 3 perk points for 15% plus damage across the board is pretty decent. And we get 171 with this thing, which times 2 is going to be a lot. But again, adding the sneak attack criticals onto that is going to be insane. Okay, so here we are outside of a super mutant place, and the time in the game is just past 6 PM, so I'm thinking, if I'm right, if I chuck on Mr. Sandman and then Covert Operative on, if I'm getting the 3.7 times sneak attack crits, then, well, I've just entered a good server, because the next amount of recording that I'll do will probably be okay. But before that, here are my buffs, and we're using full chameleon. All but one of these has AP regen, and the other one is agility, so we're going to be pretty damn good in VATS, to be honest. Whether we got the sneak attack crit there remains to be seen. I've noticed with this weapon there seems to... Okay, there it is. Yeah, we are getting the almost 4 times multiply, which will drop these super mutants very quickly, and as you can tell, adrenaline is going to be boosting our damage ever so slightly more per kill, which is great. But yeah, that's something that I've noticed with this particular weapon. Sometimes you hit the target and then it just... I mean, the damage numbers shows up, but a second later they're up to full health again, which is odd. It's acting a little bit like a melee weapon in that kind of way, which is not ideal. Not sure if this is a new patch trouble, but hang on, there was no patches, but it's a Wednesday for me, so the atom shop has reset for the thing, and with no adrenal reaction, 260 damage. That's at 520. When we get the instigating effect, times that by 4, it's close to around, well, you saw it, we're hitting him for about 1700, which is pretty good. Perhaps not getting the most out of this thing because I switched servers and didn't unequip and re-equip the weapon, but, you know, if we're killing these guys and shooting them for that much amount of damage, that one wasn't a sneak attack crit for some reason. Yeah, we're almost at 2k damage now, so I'm not really going to be too worried if I'm missing out on a little bit of armor penetration, but to see if that is a thing still, what I'll do is I'll unequip the weapon as I go into the thing and then re-equip it to see if that's still broken. No idea where the other super mutants are. I assume I killed them up there as they were walking down, because I triggered the spawns when I rocked up to the server. Usually when that happens, they're low-level super mutants, but today I got lucky, so yay me. Okay, so we're inside this place now because the super mutants on the inside didn't show up, and I got a graphics, or not a card update, but software update with, and because Shadowplay sometimes doesn't want to start, and I actually have to uninstall GeForce Experience and reinstalling it, and for some reason the frames look a little bit on the low side, which is a shame. I did get the latest update for the drivers, so I'm not really sure what's going on. It was working quite fine before. Maybe my computer's not really warm enough. I haven't booted it up in, I mean, all day, really. Of course, I was working today, but still, it's not too cold in here. But anyways, so I've got a theory about this staircase here, and basically it gets you detected because there's some light sources that I guess protrude through. It protrudes through the staircase itself, so we want to step out of the light there, because being detected is no good, especially when we've got a lever gun and we're kind of relying on ourselves being stealthy to not only do massive amounts of damage that we honestly are just completely overkilling these guys, but oh, I haven't showed off a crit yet, have I? Let's do some of that, eh? I've got gun food too, as you can tell. But you can significantly speed up your gameplay if you've got a weapon of this caliber. Get it? Because it should be 44 instead of 45s. I don't even care if it's supposed to be 45 long Colts. They look like 45 70s when, like, even on the side of the barrel, they kept the same object as there was in Fallout 7, fucking Far Harbor in Fallout 4. So it makes no sense to me. Also, that one was a 2-star. Let's see what he's dropped us. He dropped us 7 fusion. That's actually a bloodied Tesla. Just the 1-star. A free bloodied Tesla on me. And right as we are on the staircase, that's when we get detected. So these are cursed staircases, and they are not a good place to hold out. So with that new knowledge under my belt, I am never going to camp on this again. Do you camp on stairs in Rainbow Six Siege? Is that like a meme? I don't fucking know. I see my brother play it sometimes. He plays it on the PS4 though, so I laugh at his frame rate because I'm a PC elitist, and with good reason. It is the best platform, people, let's be real. Anyways, that's actually put me overweight, which is annoying. What sucks about having chameleon armor like this, it's all ultralight, so I've got nothing pocketed, and with the 2 strength that I have, my rifles take up a significant amount of space, as well as the ammo that I decide to carry on me, which is probably too much. But I'd rather keep it on me, you know? So it's been a pretty cruisy run through here. We might have actually gotten all of them because even though a grenade went off, the brackets didn't move at all. And we didn't die for once, so yay. I don't think we've actually been hit so far, which is good stuff. Let's move on. Looking ghoulish. Step out of the light. That's kind of better. Man, the lighting sucks in this game. See, look at that. Step outside and sure he looks 10 times better. Okay, place bets now on how many shots it'll take to bring down Swan. I'm guessing 2. I was right. You now owe me $10. See? Todd Howard even gave me 20 cents for that. Okay, so we've sort of taken our first hits in, you know, just background radiation, but that still doesn't count. And since these guys kind of run up and punch you, I saw the Milet Queen out already. Oh, there she is, out and about. Look at her. You go, girl. Let's see, what's topical right now? Blizzard and human rights not mixing. Some guy said he spoke out against his government. So I'm gonna do something political too. Fuck you, you commie maggots. What are you gonna do? You fucking commie? You fucking kill me? You gonna nuke me? I live in Melbourne. Nuke Melbourne. Take out that queen. There we go. 1 to the noggin. 2, follow up. Okay, I think I'm a little bit out of range. But that's okay. We can kill her much before she can actually kill us, which is useful. Anyways, so I need to go into hiding now because the Chinese are after me. The Tiananmen Square massacre happened. I'll see you later. Okay, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to hating communism. I've seen what happens. I've studied the revolutions of the communist variety, and they were all soaked with the blood of the innocents who had no control, and basically it was all a power play from the leaders, and they really didn't bring about anything positive to their countries at all. Fight me on this one, you commies. Let's see who comes out. Because last time I talked shit about communism, I actually had some cunt in the comment section tell me off for it, and I'm willing to hear you, but I'm just gonna call. Oh, okay, there's the first hit of the run. I'm willing to hear you out, but nothing you can say will sway my mind to thinking that communism is the worst fucking thing that ever happened. Anyways, so back on track, we're just killing some Scorch. There wasn't a whole lot of them here, actually. We still are in caution, though, so I'm guessing there's something else out here. I don't know, but, you know, that's only small fries. Let's kill some more Scorch to kill the big fucking bats, right? I remember learning about a moment in the Chinese Communist resolution. Why do I keep saying that? Because, I don't know, because all of the shadow play elements are a lot smaller than usual. It feels like the resolution is higher than it usually is. Maybe it is. It isn't. But anyways, basically is like a little campaign called 100 Flowers campaign. It's like, hey, come and tell us how we can do better. You criticize us, whatever. And then some people went too far and they couldn't take it, and that kind of ruined it for everyone else. I don't think much of that shit would happen these days. And we half one-shotted a Scorchbeast there. I imagine if we were actually like under Nerd Rage threshold, we probably would have gotten a lot closer to that just because of how powerful this thing could be. But here's the thing, you don't need to be up that level of health to actually make this weapon work. As you can tell, I probably have the most minimal amount of adrenal reaction. And I'm still one-shotting most mobs, so, you know, there's nothing that is really too bad about this thing that I need to actually increase its damage through means of other perks or mutations. You are friendly though, so I can't lock onto you. I don't know why you're friendly, but you're gonna die a very friendly Scorchbeast. Is he? It's probably a bad idea eliminating the more passive ones from the gene pool, but he did get one last killing blow in, I suppose. I still so far haven't been shot or damaged by an enemy yet. Even that Scorchbeast missed just to the left of me, which is news. Oh, I'm hearing another Scorchbeast. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, this one's a little bit special. Again, I probably shouldn't be eliminating the defective ones from the gene pool, but I want to shoot him in the face. Good timing there. Missed the first shot. Got 2600 on the next one. Kill him before he shoots me, please. Kill that one before it shoots me. And that one too. Yeah, just get him with concentrated fire. I'm not really holding down the VATS key either. I could be doing a lot better, I reckon, but... Oh, I've got no plasma grenades yet. Oh, we finally got whacked, and look how much health that damage that did. That's insane. That's just by punching. A Scorchbeast couldn't get anywhere near that amount of damage on me if it, you know, used its Sonic Power Attack Breath or whatever the fuck it is, so... Yeah, for some reason the unarmed Scorch dudes are overpowered. Okay, welcome to the jungle. We have contained here fun and games, and also it is daytime again, because I had to switch servers a few times because the Super Mutants didn't rock up most of the time, but regardless of that, we're one-shotting stuff again, and it'll be a one-shot kill run for the remainder of this. And was his death scream just delayed, or is there someone else in here? There was another person sort of clearing out the outskirts of this. I thought to myself, should I let this guy have this? And then I thought, nah, I want this more. Ooh, I missed a shot there, because a chemistry station has a very particular hitbox. My frame rate's absolutely tanking in here. Okay, I might have to take a look at my video settings, because something in here is breaking. As far as I know, Windows hasn't updated on me, but I've heard from a reliable source or 7 that Windows updates sometimes break games, getting horrible frame rates. By the way, if you can hear that, that's just some attack helicopters outside of my house. I'm getting 2 freedom of speech on the channel, and they want to shut me up for good. So if I'm not blown up by Hellfire missiles during this recording, you can just assume that I just found a stinger and got myself out of a situation where I would rather get killed. Do they use Z10s? They use Z10s in Battlefield 4. That was a good game. You know, I found myself missing that game a little bit. There hasn't been a decent Battlefield game in a long time. For as good as Battlefield 1 was, it was just bland because all of the infantry gameplay sucked so much that I was just stuck in tanks all the time because it was just shit. I don't know what it was about the gunplay that made it so lame, but I did not enjoy it at all. Maybe it's just because you couldn't do well other than your intended fucking spot for your particular weapons. Like, you tried to reach out to even medium range with some of the assault SMG weapons, you'd just get destroyed by everything. And the medics weapons were basically useless because everyone would just run up close and kill you anyway. Unless you got that automatic one. But I'm talking about a different game again. Let's go back to Fallout 76. Have they pissed people off recently? Ooh, there's a legendary in there, actually. I was watching a review, and... Well, not a review, just a video, and... I kind of wanted to go over it, but... I thought, nah, I don't really want to do too much in the way of... Fucking what? Nice for a 3-star drop to give me a 1-star thing. That's another thing I need to do. I need to farm a lot of script because every day it's getting closer to that 50% discount, and if I'm not at 1,000 script across all characters at that point, well, I probably won't be doing a redeeming run, but still, I haven't done the those quad railway rifles yet. They might be alright. I'm not sure if people are actually interested in seeing them all that much, but I reckon they might make a decent looking thing. Hey, there's a bit of unyielding things there. Just another 1-star. What a rotten luck, right? Oh well. I must have pissed off Todd Howard too, because he's rigged all of my legendary drops. Actually, on that, apparently I get better RNG than the average player because I do horrible things with Todd Howard. I got a comment saying that. Whoever that was, you're a fuckwit. Shut up. And that's all I have to say about that. And now we're just hunting down the last few. We did manage to get a shot there even more. So we're at 50% health now. Not a huge amount of adrenal reaction is factoring into our damage. Wow, another craptacular weapon, eh? At least it's got the swing speed, right? If the prefix was better, then that might have been a keeper, but that one's going into ye old script bin when this recording is over. One more? Possibly. Yeah, you just fire to where you think I am, and then phase through the door and open it. Still not done. Oh, you're sitting in there. Still not done. He wanted a fight, he said. Well, you're getting a fight. And by a fight, I mean one-shot kill, because this weapon is awesome, right? Also, peeking that damage for a second. Oh, okay, we can't, but just imagine that was like at 60%. I mean, I could go further, but I think you get the idea. The actual damage number on the weapon only tells half of the story, because you're still not getting that multiplier on that, or the sneak attack crit multiplier, so yeah, this number right here is going to be nowhere near if we're actually attacking our enemies in a way that actually makes us fire effectively and do lots of damage. So I think that's about it for this thing. I am tired, so my commentary's been a bit lazy on this one, but I've had a few rants against commies again, so have at me, you maggots. Thank you for watching, guys.